Hi everyone, it's me Jen once again, and today I have a comparison review for you guys. I'm going to be comparing these two drugstore foundations. This is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Foundation, and this one is the L'Oreal Magic Nude Liquid Powder. These are very similar, and I felt like it was appropriate for me to try both of these and then share with you my opinion on each one as well as comparing them to each other. I have been loving these, and you guys already know I mentioned it in my July favorites that I've been really using this a lot during the summertime because it is a liquid powder. It's very light. Both of these foundations are liquid type of foundations, and when I say liquid, I mean they're so liquidy they're almost like water. And on top of that, they are supposed to be very light on the skin, and they dry to a almost powder finish, so you don't have to set it with a powder. Both of these have octinoxate sunscreen rather than titanium dioxide, but they still do have some type of titanium dioxide in them. So I would advise, if you guys are a lot darker or have medium to darker skin tones, this probably wouldn't work very well in flash photography. But if you do have light, medium to light skin, I definitely do think that these are okay to use whenever you're in a special event that you know you're going to be taking a lot of flash photography. Both of these have SPF, like I just said, but this one in particular, the L'Oreal, has a SPF of 18, and this one you have an SPF of 20. Now these are very similar. The packaging is different, as you can see. The L'Oreal one, there isn't a pump or any type of applicator to the packaging. You just have to shake it up and then dispense it onto your hand and then apply it onto your face. Now with the Maybelline one, there is actually an applicator. It looks kind of like a wand, and you can just use this to put some onto your hand and apply it. But I know this is supposed to be kind of like a dropper kind of sense, but it isn't actually a dropper because you can't really draw up any amount of the liquid. It's just kind of hang around onto the wand. Now with both of these, you do have to shake well because it is a liquid. You want to really disperse the pigmentation. I really do find that these both apply on the skin very well, and I've used both of these with my hands. I've used it with brushes, and I find that the best way to apply them are with your hands. And I do notice that they do make your skin look very powder-like and almost like porcelain. You can't really see any of the pores, and they look really, really natural. The only thing I do have to say is that I do recommend this for combination to oily skin and not with anyone that has dry skin. If you do have dry skin and you want to try to use this foundation, I definitely would recommend you to exfoliate your skin or apply a very thick moisturizer prior to applying this foundation. I have normal skin, and sometimes I do have some dry patches, and I did notice that any of the dry patches that I had around my nose area, you would really accentuate it, and you would have to kind of blend it in. So both of these foundations are exactly the same in my opinion, with the active as well as non-active ingredients in both of these. The order of the ingredients as well as every single ingredient is exactly the same, exactly word for word. The amount of ingredients as well as the order of ingredients in the amount that is in each of them. So with that said, which one is better? That's what you're probably thinking. Well, this one you're getting 0.91 fluid ounce, so you're almost getting 1 fluid ounce. Now with this one you're getting 0.67 fluid ounce, so as you can see you're getting almost half less in this bottle rather than the L'Oreal one. What I would suggest if you're trying to pick between the two is the color range. They both have 12 different colors, but I did find myself to match both of these. In the L'Oreal one, I'm in number 320, and this is the natural beige color. I'm usually in natural beige depending on the brand, and surprisingly Maybelline, I'm always in that color natural beige, but for this time they actually have a wider range of colors, and I found myself to match up to number 60, sandy beige. Sandy beige has a little hint more of a yellow base compared to the natural beige that is in the Maybelline. But between the two of these, I find that this one matched me a lot better, the natural beige in the L'Oreal, because it does have a lot more yellow base, and this one has a little bit of a hint of pink compared to the two. But either or, if I didn't have this one, I would still match with this one very well. I do find that with both of these foundations, the finish is very beautiful, it's long lasting, and to be honest, I wouldn't say that I would use this on a very sweaty day where I really needed to look my best and I wanted to wear it the whole day, just because there is a chance of it being separated and probably reacting with the sweat and the humidity. This isn't like a top foundation I would pick based on if I had to throw away all of my foundations. These types of foundations are something I want to have in my collection, especially since it is so natural. And to be honest, I do find that if my skin was to be a little bit on the better side, then I would use these. But if I'm having a lot of problematic areas, I probably wouldn't use this because you can't really double up or build up the coverage as well. I did notice out of these two, for some odd reason, with the L'Oreal one, I can actually build up a little bit better. It actually just sink into the skin and kind of just blend well. But with the Maybelline one, I found that whenever I wanted to build up or add a second layer on top, I felt like it was a little bit harder to blend and it would kind of just move all over the place. So I'm not sure what's the difference. Maybe it's the SPF, that there's 20 in here and 18 in here. But overall, I did notice that these foundations are so similar. The only thing that I would say if you are trying to pick between the two is to basically match your skin tone. So I am going to put in the info box all of my different foundation colors from every single brand that I own, so that I can share with you what type of color I am, so that you can kind of use that as a guide if you are in the same color range as me, to find the perfect color for you in these two products right here. Alright you guys, I hope you enjoyed this comparison review. If you've already tried these products, either or, please share some of the pros and cons that you found in this foundation. And not only is that helpful for me, but I also find that it's very helpful for other viewers. Alright you guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!